Hey guys, thanks for joining me on this Stitch French macaron. Okay guys, just like my other tutorials, I actually don't go into the how to make the batter process. I go right into folding and making the color. If you need help with making your macaron batter, please refer to my Macaron 101 class. The link is in the description below. So here I'm using the Sugar Art Sapphire Blue to get the nice vibrant Hawaiian blue color for Stitch. And I fold, and my technique for folding is a twirl and a cut through. So I twirl, 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 and then I cut through the middle. I don't like to lift my spatula off the actual glass bowl so it stays anchored to the bottom. Hey guys, I went ahead and created this template for you guys. Go ahead and download it on my website at customsweetsbyz.com. When you're making a template, make sure that you reverse the back. Once your template is printed, go ahead and put it underneath your silicone mat. It will be your guide. Take your batter and create an outline of Stitch. Then fill it in. Very similar to how you would flood a cookie. Make sure you wrap your sheet, which means take your cookie sheet and tap it on the counter to release the air bubbles that are caught in the actual batter. And then take a toothpick and swirl it around to make sure all the air bubbles are popped and that your batter is distributed evenly. Then pipe on the feet. Now we have to let it rest. The humidity in my house is at 17% today, so I only need to rest it for a good 5-6 minutes because it's going to dry out fairly quickly. I only need to rest it for about 5 to 6 minutes because it's going to develop that skin fairly quickly. Once the skin has been developed, we're going to pop it into the oven. I have the temperature set at 270 degrees Fahrenheit, and I'm going to bake this for about 25 minutes. Take it out of the oven and let it cool completely. Remove it from the silicone mat carefully. I like to peel the silicone mat off my cookie as opposed to pulling my cookie off the mat. I love the back on this. So what you didn't see in the initial piping, I added Stitch's arm in at the very end, right before it was going into the oven. Beautiful. Super excited. I love the way it came out. You never know what you're gonna get until the end, and so you always cross your fingers and toes and hope it all comes out. So I added an extra brim area for the hat, so you see that there is that overhang. That's okay. Lines up pretty well. To paint the macarons, I used Sugar Prism's powdered color. We are using Winter White, Tuxedo Black, Midnight Blue, Lilac. So I paint on the ears first in a dark purple color, and then added Stitch's nose. And then I came back and added a lighter shade of that lilac color by diluting it with a little bit of white to soften it up a little bit. The Midnight Blue gives us that beautiful Stitch color blue. People that make macarons know that it's really hard to get this specific shade of color. So that's why having Sugar Prism available to use as a paint is excellent, because we could essentially change the color of our macarons if it comes out a little lighter or darker than we had intended. I would just keep painting on his face, his eyes. As you can see on the right side of the eye, I should have left a little bit more of the Hawaiian blue, but it is art, so I really wanted his ears a light lilac color, so I'm coming back in and touching it up and making it lighter. The beauty of using sugar prism is that you can layer on colors like this and not have any issues with the color not adhering. Coming back in with some black to touch up the ears because I went a little too crazy with the lilac. Okay, so we are good here. Now I have some marshmallow fondant that I made, added some Americolor red, and I'm just conditioning the fondant, getting it nice and smooth. Then I roll it into like a cone-like shape and start manipulating it and adjusting it to shape it to look like a Christmas hat. Marshmallow fondant is just delicious and soft and pliable, so I always opt to use marshmallow fondant for my designs. Keep pinching and adjusting to see where exactly you want his hat to fit and rest. And I like that it overlaps his eye a little bit and then it hangs down by his ears. Keep adjusting it and getting it to the particular design and look and feel that you want. I think I'm almost happy here. So the beauty of marshmallow fondant is you can smooth it out with your finger. And it tastes delicious, so it's a win-win. There you go. Too much there, I decided. Pinch, pinch, smooth it out. We're good to go. Not a big deal. So now I'm happy with the shape of my hat. So now I'm gonna grab my white royal icing in a stiff consistency, and we're just gonna pipe on the brim of the hat, you know, where the fluff area is around the Christmas hat, and then the white little knob at the end. And there is no real right or wrong way to do this. I just pack it on and see how it goes, see how it looks. And you just keep layering on the raw icing. Okay, now that you're satisfied with the raw icing and the hat and how it looks, you want to grab the back of your stitch macaron and fill it with your favorite filling. Obviously, you don't want to go crazy with the filling because you don't want to have it spread and come out the sides. So try to take it easy and just lightly fill it. You see how I'm really trying to stay away from the edge because I really don't want it to spill out. Looks good to me. Once we're ready, we're gonna stack. This is the moment of truth. Oh, isn't he so adorable? And Let's see. There we go. Sorry. Still working on figuring out the camera situation. There we go. I'm gonna stack. Okay, perfect. Line it up. Make sure it all lines up nicely. Looks good. Oh, I'm so excited. I love the way it turned out. Definitely a labor of love, but look how gorgeous it is. I made this for my daughter. There she is. And she was beyond excited to receive it and devoured it within minutes.